Now, let's talk about the most important part of this entire conversation: what you actually do next. Because this is where many families completely lose direction. They panic and freeze. They stop communicating with other coaches and they emotionally shut down. And that's the worst thing you can do in recruiting. So if your dream school doesn't call, here are the steps I believe families need to take immediately. Step one: reflect and reset. The very first thing you need to do is take a step back emotionally. Listen, I understand. Disappointment is normal. You invested years into the process. Your child invested years into this process. It's okay to feel frustrated, but don't stay there, because one school not calling does not define your future. And honestly, one of the biggest mistakes families make is allowing one school's decision to destroy the athlete's confidence. Don't let one college coach determine how your child feels about themselves. One coach's opinion is not a universal truth. Remember that. Step two: revisit your priorities. This is where families need to be honest. Why did you want that school so badly in the first place? Was it truly the right fit? Or were you chasing a big name, a division level, the social media attention, the prestige at your high school, or quite frankly, just somebody else's opinion? Because now's the time to reevaluate what actually matters. Ask yourself, does my child want playing time? Do they want strong academics, certain campus size, strong relationship with coaches, financial aid? Do they want a specific major? Or do they want a distance from home? Recruiting should never be about just making a roster. It should be about finding the right overall college experience. Step three: evaluate your approach. And this part is really important. You also need to honestly evaluate how the recruiting process went. Did you communicate consistently enough with coaches? Did you build a realistic school list? Did you wait too long to start? Did you rely too heavily on club coaches or high school coaches to handle your communication? Did your highlight video actually stand out? And did you attend the right events? And listen, this isn't about blaming families. It's about learning, because recruiting is a skill. It's a learned skill. And sometimes families simply don't understand how the system works. Step four: expand your school list immediately. This is probably the biggest practical step families need to take. Expand your options right now. There are incredible opportunities at Division II, Division III, NAIA, and junior college. And honestly, many families overlook these levels completely. I've seen athletes end up at Division III schools with unbelievable academics, strong alumni networks, incredible facilities, and amazing college experiences. I've also seen junior college completely change an athlete's future. A junior college can provide immediate playing time, development, exposure, maturity, and another recruiting opportunity later. And remember this: the goal is not proving people wrong. The goal is finding the right fit and building a future. Step five: consider walk-on opportunities. Another option families sometimes ignore is preferred walk-on opportunities. Now, this depends heavily on finances and the situation, but some athletes generally develop through walk-on opportunities because they bet on themselves, continue improving, and eventually earn a role. Again, every journey looks different. Step six: stay active and keep developing. This is critical. Do not check out mentally. Keep training and competing. Keep improving your body. Always update your film. And communication with college coaches needs to happen all the time, because recruiting changes quickly. Roster situations change. Transfers happen. Athletes just leave programs, and coaches change jobs. And opportunities can appear just like that. Step seven: understand that transfer pathways exist. This is something families need to understand in today's recruiting world. Just because your dream school didn't recruit you right now doesn't mean you can never end up there later. Many athletes start at smaller schools, develop physically, gain that experience we talk about, get confident, and produce at a high level, and then transfer later upward. That pathway exists more today than ever before. Do not allow one disappointment to make you miss opportunities that are still right in front of you. Because I've seen too many families spend months emotionally stuck on one school while other great opportunities quietly disappear. You have to keep moving forward and adjusting, and you have to keep communicating because your recruiting journey is not over. It just may be changing direction.